Welcome one and all to Married at First Sight UK Season 9 Episode 23, which finds us at a spa retreat. The couples have gone off for a fancy time away. Again, they do a lot of going away, don't they? Anyway, this is interesting. We have some drama already. So, Alex in the pool talking to Casper and Nathan about his side of events when it comes to Holly, which of course paint him as the victim and the one who's been oppressed. And basically saying that he's open. Now, he doesn't say whether he's open to Holly coming back or whether he's basically saying he's open to other relationships, which would not surprise me at all.
She misses the kids, whatnot, so I get it. You should miss your kids at this point. The only thought I'm having is, if you miss your kids, why do you need to distance yourself from me and everybody else? Because surely that's only going to make you feel more isolated and more lonely. Me and Holly haven't spoken for a few days. She hasn't messaged me to let me know what's going on. And if she cared enough, she'd communicate to me. So the fact that she still isn't doing that, after multiple times of us going through the same thing, yeah, I do feel let down by Holly.
We've even had a really rocky week by the sounds of it.
What? I've been blindsided so many times.
What, by Holly?
Yeah!
You're still in there? Where's your head at that?
I'm open. I'll have to see where her head's at when I see her again. Because I've sent her a text, she hasn't replied, so I don't know what that means. So, let's see what happens. So I can say, right?
Then back in the pool, we have Sacha and Polly in another pool, not the same pool. And Holly texts Polly to say she's not coming to the retreat. She needs to spend some time away from Alex and focus on how to repair her marriage. And we have Polly and Sacha wondering how their husbands are getting on at the salsa class, at which point we see Adam and Ross having a brilliant time at the salsa class, with Adam getting particularly sexy and close to Lacey. Yes!
Whoa, Lace, go on! Oh.
Salsa is getting a little bit sexy, it's getting a bit sweaty, everyone's doing a little freestyle. Don't know where to look.
Then Alex joins Sacha and Polly in the pool, and they talk to him about Holly and how things are going, and it just escalates into a conversation that's very uncomfortable, with Alex getting angry and refusing to answer their very basic questions, and just being rude. The man is confrontational, he's angry, and I just don't think he wants anything to do with Holly anymore. I think he wants to just leave her and move on to other women and destroy their lives as well.
I mean,
Just wanted to let you know that I won't make it today as I'm taking some time out of the experiment to think about my marriage. I'll explain properly soon. Lots of love, Holly. Is that news to you or what?
Yeah,
So that's the first you've heard of that?
yeah.
Okay. So you've not had any contact with her either?
No, just after the commitment ceremony. I ain't spoke to her. I'm annoyed that Holly has messaged the girls before she's messaged me. This does make me question Holly's integrity.
are you on good terms, bad terms when she left? Like,
After the commitment ceremony, we made up, and then she said she was missing the kids, and then we stayed a few nights apart, so blindsided again.
Do you care about her enough for this to have bothered you? Has it bothered you?
After knowing somebody such a short period of time, if they're gonna just fuck off, then that says how much they care about communicating with me.
But I think it's deeper than the communication, though. It's about actually genuinely caring about someone.
If somebody doesn't care enough to communicate, then you've
Yeah,
told
but
me
that
enough.
goes both ways, Alex. Like,
What are you talking about?
so do you care about Holly? It goes both ways. It's not about what she's done to you and what you've done to her. Do you care about her?
I feel like you're asking me a sideways question right now, Polly.
Am I speaking Swahili?
You don't have to be speaking another language to not make sense.
Do you care about Holly?
oh. We just want to know if you care
You've asked
about
me
her.
the same question like 5 times.
You can say yes or no.
I've already told you my answer and you're asking me the same
But
question
you haven't,
again.
though, because you
Yeah, I
care
have.
about the whole community.
I said if somebody doesn't care enough to communicate,
no.
then it is what it is. That's my answer. It's not yes or no, that's my answer.
The fact that he can't give me a yes or no answer about one of my closest friends in here says everything I need to know about how he feels about her. But then do you not think because you're not talking, all that's doing is swaying it more or less?
She's the one not talking to me.
But do you not think you should reach out?
I have reached out. She ain't texted me back, she's texted you. Like, you're asking me for answers that I don't have right now. I haven't spoken to her for days. So
But I feel like the bog standard one's about you knowing how you should feel about her and what you should do and what you should want to do.
I'm not talking about this shit no more. It's pissing me off. You know, people keep asking me about the same things. I'm tired of talking about it, man. Too much. The only person who can help solve this situation is Holly. So I really don't need to be talking to anybody else. I'm sick of having to defend my marriage.
I realised I forgot to say earlier, guys, that they're at this retreat spending time away from their partners with other people's partners just to talk about their relationships in different groups and get different opinions. I should have clarified that earlier, because we've now had this massive showdown where they're in their separate groups and they're asked a question, who do you think is lying about their relationship? And of course, in one group where we have Ross and we have Adam, they mention Alex and Holly. And then in the other group where we have Polly and Sasha and Casper and the others and Luke, they also mention Alex and Holly. And of course, Alex is there. And it starts a massive argument between Alex and Polly. Now, we all know from what we've seen thus far in the series that Polly and arguments go hand in hand. Polly, I think she does not back down in arguments. She's like a dog with a bone, gets her teeth stuck in, and just fights and fights and fights. And of course it winds Alex really up. The others in the group are telling them to stop, but they won't stop. They carry on and on and on. He is so argumentative. I know she is too, but he takes pleasure, I think, in these arguments and these fights. You can see the grin on his face sometimes when he dishes out the insults and the horrible words, that he's loving every second of it. And he's very confrontational. So what did you expect? But despite everyone trying to stop them, they don't stop. They carry on and on. Eventually Alex gets up and walks out, but I'm sure he'll just walk back right in soon and start shouting more insults.
Personally, as much as I love them both, I think it would probably have to be Alex or Holly. Just for the fact that they argue so much and it looks like they're clashing so much, but they both want it to work. Maybe one of them's lying, maybe they're not.
I think it's Alex and Holly.
Oh, you do think that?
100%. I think it's all Alex.
Who do you think's being fake, Holly or Alex?
Alex.
I think it's Alex.
Alex.
I agree with that.
You think Alex as well?
Yeah, because if Alex had any respect for Holly and cared about her, he would never have spoke to her like that and spoke to her best friend like that, me, and spoke to any of the girls like that. So yeah, Alex and Holly. Have you got anyone?
I'm going to say you, because I feel like there's a lot more underlying for you that you're not letting on to anybody, because you maybe don't want to be as vulnerable and as open as you want to be, because you feel like you have to be a certain way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
I feel like you are lying about how you genuinely feel about a lot of things.
I'm not talking about this shit no more.
I feel like we need to go back. Come on.
What more is there?
Come on.
No, what possibly more is there to squeeze out of this?
Because we don't know what's going on since after.
You know exactly what's going on.
No.
I don't know what's going on.
She's just gone home to see her kids. And she sent Polly a text saying she needs to think about her marriage.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Me and Holly have been through it, ups and downs, so this is not new to me.
But do you think it's good to be so up, down, compared to how other people have been?
What do you mean compared to how other people have been, though? Because for me personally, if somebody told me they wasn't physically attracted to me, I'm out. If you don't like me, go and be with somebody else.
So you're comparing that comment to what Adam said about me?
Oh, yeah, and also if somebody said they would twist to another husband, I'd be gone. So you can't, just because you and Adam, let me finish. Just because you and Adam are in a decent place now doesn't give you the right to be like, oh, do you think you should still be here or any of that kind of stuff?
No, but the difference is with me and you, with my husband, is the fact that we've spoke about our issues and they've been resolved and they've never been brought up again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not been the case with you and Holly. So I don't think you have any right to sit there and bring up comments that have been worked on.
Different people handle things differently, so I think you should just focus on your thing and me and Holly will focus on our thing. Just mind your business.
Alex, I've done nothing more than want to mind my own business.
I've said what I need to say.
So do not come for me and my marriage when I've actually worked at my marriage and we've got further along compared to where you are in 5 weeks.
Guys.
I mean, to have to beg a man to be physically affectionate towards
How have
you
I
is a
had to
lot.
beg him to be physically attracted
Guys,
to
enough
me?
now.
You started that commitment ceremony and begged for the bare minimum.
For the bare minimum that he's now giving.
You shouldn't have to beg a man for the bare minimum. So, mind your business and we will mind our business.
Don't fucking come for me when you've got nothing to back yourself up on.
I've got everything to back myself up on.
No, you don't.
You ain't got Alex.
No, you fucking don't.
Okay,
because
fine.
me and Adam
You're right.
actually communicate and
You're
speak.
right.
We talk, we sort stuff out, and it's resolved, which is why we are where we are, and which is why you're here on your own.
Listen, your husband is not physically attracted to you. Everybody can see it.
But he is physically attracted to me.
You think?
Yeah. What's he said to you then? Nothing. Exactly.
Guys, I really don't think this conversation's healthy or going
He's not
anywhere.
physically attracted to me. That's bollocks.
He's told you he's not physically attracted to you.
He told me he wasn't physically attracted to me 3 weeks ago. That's changed. There's been lots of stuff that Holly said about you that hasn't changed.
Okay.
So please don't come for how my husband thinks and feels about me. Because believe it or not, Alex, the sun doesn't shine out of your ass, and you don't know everyone as well as you think you do.
You're saying things about my relationship when yours isn't perfect.
But mine's better than yours.
It's better. Whose relationship's better? That's like
This
saying
is
my
this-
relationship is better than yours.
This is so
It is.
childish.
I'm sorry, but it is.
This is so childish, Polly.
How old are you?
Don't sit
You're
there and
better
call
than
me
that,
childish
man.
when you're
It is
comparing my
childish.
relationship to yours.
At the end of the day, you're the one who said that you would switch husbands, so you need to pipe down.
Give a shit.
You need to pipe down.
What I said.
You need
Guys,
to pipe
guys,
down.
fucking said
You
what
need
I
to pipe
said
down.
for a fucking
Shut
reason.
up. You need to
I
pipe
don't
down.
care.
Come on.
I fucking said what I said and I'd say it again.
Listen, at the end of the day, you said you'll swap to another man.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Why is it
You've done
dead?
the worst
But
thing you
it's
can
not
do.
because he's still
It's
here.
not.
Right, come on, stop it. No, okay.
Fuck him. He's an absolute arsehole.
Let me ask you a question. Are we here to compare relationships?
No, we're not yet
Exactly.
comparing relationships.
So stop comparing my relationship to yours.
You're the
then.
one that just said
You
your
brought up
relationship.
the correct word.
I think that's a bit childish to say that.
He brought the comment up about my husband not finding me attractive. So fuck him. I will defend my husband and I will defend my
He said
marriage.
it. No. He said it.
He
on the
said
couch.
it 3
He said it on
fucking
the
weeks
couch.
ago, Alex. 3 weeks ago. You're boring. Again,
said it.
you're
Polly,
proving
Polly,
my point
Polly,
of
Polly.
being boring. Fucking hell.
This is really not shaping up to be a great episode for Sasha and Polly, is it? Before we get to that, though, we did have this moment where they were asked this question in their groups, who in the couple has lied about their feelings? And there was quite a touching moment where Emma talked about what she's been through with Ross. And to be fair to the group, they were very encouraging to her. And I do feel for Emma, guys. You know, I didn't like Casper initially, but I've grown to like him. But I've always liked Emma. I've always thought Emma's, you know, she's really fun and she seems like a genuinely nice person. And I do feel like she's done pretty well in this whole experiment. But I don't know how she's ever going to progress with Casper. Now she certainly feels like he is using her as, you know, an experience rather than the real thing, from what he said last night about, oh, you know, if I learn how to deal with my boundaries and feelings, it'll work in another relationship, etc., etc. So I feel like, you know, Emma needs a bit more love and care, and I really hope Casper, you know, gives it one more try rather than being kind of depressed and nonchalant and kind of downcast about the whole thing.
I've been fairly honest and open that I have struggled with Casper. I've never said I fancy the pants off of him.
Yeah.
I've wanted to give it a go though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're proper for it and everything. I'm married and stuff. I don't see why Casper can't see that.
You're beautiful, you're so fucking funny.
Yeah. Thank you.
Honestly.
Oh, don't you make me cry.
Honestly.
If he doesn't see your worth, then we fucking do.
Thank you, guys.
I mean,
Thank you.
You know how
Oh, I'm a-
I would love to have your confidence and your sassiness, you know?
Thank you. It's been a real shame for me because I came into this with an open heart and an open mind, and I really wanted someone to sort of adore me. I would like to see if we can find a path forward, but I don't know whether he wants that, whether he's just throwing in the towel.
But we go then back to the argument. Now, Alex does come back in the room and he has it in for Sasha, or Sasha has it in for him because of that text he never sent to Sasha after the fallout from the commitment ceremony. And that argument goes on and on and on, and it gets really personal where he starts to insult, you know, the jewellery Sasha's wearing. And it's really horrid. I mean, I just think Alex is such an angry man, and also the problem is that if Holly was to carry on her relationship with him, no one's going to want to be with Holly when she's with Alex because they're just going to not like the guy.
It's not nice to see Alex leave like that.
Luke, he leaves because he's constantly defensive.
Yeah, that's his problem. He doesn't have to get up and leave.
Yeah, and I am still waiting on him speaking to me. He sent Ross a text saying, I'm going to speak to Sasha, but then sent, it's only because of you. I didn't say nothing to her at the commitment ceremony yesterday. And then I was a bit like, what the fuck's all that about? But he still said, I'm going to speak to Sasha later. I've had nothing from him. There's no conversation. He's seen me in the jacuzzi.
Oh, here he is. Okay, it's good. Maybe now is it a good time? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
You alright? You good?
Yeah.
Things okay with you and Sash? You guys okay?
I mean, might as well address the elephant in the room. You had some words for me at the commitment ceremony, so...
This is what got my back up about the text you sent to Ross. I only didn't say anything to Sasha yesterday because you was there, and then that made me think, well, what the fuck else did Alex want to say to me?
I'm not gonna get into it with you out of respect for Ross.
What did you want to say?
No, just the way you were saying, I would have had a reply for you at the commitment ceremony.
If Ross wasn't there, would you have gone for her then?
I wouldn't have gone for it, but I would have said what I needed to say.
And what did you need to say? Tell me now.
I'm not gonna start piping up and having a full-blown argument with...
Because you didn't feel like Ross would protect me?
It's just Alex, I'm not
because
gonna
I
go
just feel like you don't go at the men the same you do the women.
Get off this. Get off this, Sasha.
No, you don't know.
I get along with all the guys, they've never come for me, so what are you talking about?
Because they shut it down.
What do you mean
you
shut
go
it
to the
down?
boys, you dipped your foot in the water, it's shut down, you don't get away with what you're going to say.
What do you mean?
And then you come at the girls, and me and Sasha agree, which
what
I'm
are you
pretty
talking
sure
about?
all the other girls
What are you talking? Whenever I ever come for a guy?
Because that's all you say.
Whenever I ever come at a guy,
let me finish. That's all you say.
You can't say that, and you've got no receipts. Where's the receipts?
This is all you say. Let me finish.
You're saying things with no leg to stand on.
Alex, let her speak. Let her speak.
She's talking shit.
Let her speak.
You just said you wouldn't have started if my man was there, and I think that speaks volumes. I do.
It's not about a man. It's
Yes,
just
it
Ross's. This is not your business. Can you just be quiet for a minute? Can you be quiet for something? Me and Sasha are talking about what we're talking about. You just need to be quiet, sip your prosecco, and let me and Sasha talk. Yeah, can you do that? Just
shit.
How bad would it have got if Ross wasn't there?
You know what? My relationship with Ross, whatever it is after this.
Say something nice.
Whatever. I don't want to hear nothing from your mouth.
Well, you're gonna fucking hear it. You're gonna fucking hear it over and over and over. Bigger than you.
Come on, give it. Listen.
You're a fucking tadpole in a pond, mate.
Listen, I don't care whatever you have to say about me.
You're a fucking flea mush.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, Alex. Fuck you.
Fake ass jewelry on.
Fake ass jewelry.
Guys.
So that was personal.
See what I mean?
That was personal. So do you want to tell Ross I wear fake ass jewelry? Because he bought me that diamond bracelet the other day.
Okay.
So you're making it about money because you've got nothing else because you're a fucking weasel. So you're picking anything you can. So now I wear fake jewelry. Your fucking tracksuit looks shit. We're gonna get that petty.
Okay. What about the things you want?
making it that petty.
What about you?
What is he looking? So you're gonna attack the way I'm dressed. That's all he's got on me because I'm above him.
You're above me?
I'm above you.
You don't even care.
Stop. I'm above you.
Fuck our house.
So it's about money.
Sasha.
No, it's about money.
Alex.
My character's better than yours.
When I see you in Birmingham, I will speed past you in the Range Rover.
Okay, do it. I bet.
Chill.
When I see you
Sasha.
in Birmingham.
Chill with the stupid comments.
Pack it in. Enough now. Enough.
I'm not intimidated by Alex at all. He's a very condescending, patronising individual. I don't think Alex realises what he's getting himself in for. Ross better take this very badly.
So following the massive argument, we then have the photos come through. So one group sends photos to the other group of what they've been up to. And in the photo that is sent to Luke's phone, it can be seen that Ross has got his arm around Lacey, which sets off Sasha. She gets very upset. And then The photos of Adam dancing with Lacey can be seen, and that upsets Polly. So these two girls are now wondering about what their men are up to. Can they trust their men? Sacha is bawling. Now we have to face facts, and in relationships, sometimes, you know, a man putting his arm around another woman doesn't mean he doesn't love his wife anymore. Although I would never advise a husband does that to another woman ever. I think it's best just to stick to the rule of the only woman you put your arm around is your wife. Or your sister, if you have a sister. You get my point. You know what I mean? I just think, for the sake of this kind of thing, it's never worth it. And then Adam dancing with Lacey, well, yes, it was sexy. And yes, I would say fairly inappropriate. But what was he supposed to do? Because surely part of the whole program is, okay, we're going to do a salsa class. And are we to think that he didn't know what was coming up? I wouldn't know what was coming up in a salsa class, apart from the basic moves. I didn't know you were supposed to swing people around and do all that kind of nonsense. I would not feel comfortable doing it, but he couldn't just drop her and walk away. Well, he could have done, but she'd have broken her arms, probably. And it could have fractured her neck. It could have been terrible.
This photo of Ross has made me really uncomfortable. And it looks like them a couple. I feel quite disrespected. Why has my husband not thought about the fact that his wife might be seeing this? I just can't believe he's even like put his arms there. Like, I just feel like, are you fucking stupid?
Yes, more photos, yeah. Oh my god.
No, let me see.
Oh my god.
No, let me see, Luke.
No, because it's going to make everyone...
Shut up. Who the fuck is that?
Ashley.
There's one more after that.
Oh, he's having... he's having a great time.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. That.
You look way too happy.
That looks like more than dancing like...
I've never seen that kind of dance. What's it called?
Stop.
Salsa.
That's a bit more than salsa, my
With the
love.
extra chili.
Ooh.
I'm just fighting back tears and I'm not sure what to do with myself. If you're looking like someone's your bloody missus on a photo, that's a no.
Well, that was not what I was expecting for the end of this episode. So we had Polly talking to Adam about the photos of him and Lacey dancing. And to be fair to Polly, she took it in her stride and said, well, Lacey's my friend. And I was actually thought, you know, very mature of Polly the way she took that. She didn't get upset about it. She just thought, you know what, it is what it is. Even though I remembered in a few episodes ago that Adam had said that he found Lacey quite attractive. But Polly took it well. And then Polly talked about the disagreement she had with Alex. And you could see that I think Polly wanted Adam to get riled up and, you know, flex his muscles and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think Adam really reacted that way. He reacted a bit differently. And maybe she was a bit kind of unimpressed with that. But she didn't display it. So they managed to get on through that.
Because I feel like he knows that was such a big thing for me, and I feel like he knows that he said it because it was going to bother me as much as it has.
But I don't get it, because it's like he's falling out of all the girls. He's falling out with the lads now. He's pissed me off now. When I see him, we'll have a chat and we'll see what he's got to say and why he said it. Can't believe what Polly's telling me that Alex has said today. The fact that he's gone in on her. Me and him are meant to be really good mates. Right, well, don't get stressed. Have a glass of wine. Oh, my legs are sore from salsa.
There's the gym, next salsa.
And then we had this rather strange moment where Kieran and Nathan were speaking and Ryan walked into the room to announce he was leaving. He's leaving the show, guys. Then we also had Emma and Lacey talking with Shannon and Shannon telling them she's leaving the show. She's basically said that behind closed doors, Ryan is a completely different man. She said that he puts his best foot forward for the ceremony when he mixes with all the other couples, but he's a completely different person behind the scenes. I was trying to work out exactly what she meant. They said they had a disagreement over him tying his shoelaces, and there was an implication that there was something quite scary and dark there, but we didn't get as many details as perhaps we would have liked to exactly understand what was meant. It was all a bit of code going on, which was a bit frustrating, but nevertheless, Ryan and Shannon have now left the experiment.
What's going on, dude?
I'm leaving, boys.
You are?
We've had a proper argument, and I was trying to do my laces, trying to reshoe my laces, and it was getting on my nerves. So Shannon was trying to help me, so I said, oh, just leave him now. And she said, oh, don't speak to me like that, and just threw the trainers on the floor. So I said, what do you mean speak to you like that? I just said leave him. She said to me, she doesn't feel comfortable in the relationship, and she doesn't know if I'm here for a genuine reason.
It's hard, mate.
I'm very shocked by this. I'm hurt as well, massively, like.
Are you okay? It's been a lot. Probably gonna start crying.
Oh, babes!
I'm gonna perform. Fuck off.
Why?
We had like a little fallout yesterday, and it was like honestly over shoelaces. He just spoke to me really, really poorly, and I said, Ryan, don't speak to me like that. You're not going to speak to me like shit. And it just flipped. He decided to tell me that none of his feelings had ever been real. He'd been faking it all. Like,
what?
It was all a holiday romance for him.
Well, it's a holiday romance. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting.
Behind closed doors, he's like a totally different person. And it was just like major, major red flags.
No, Shannon.
And it was just like reminding me of situations that I've been in before.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I developed real feelings for Ryan, and when he told me all his feelings were fake and he didn't mean anything that he said, I feel like I'd been hit in the chest with something. It was a horrible feeling, and I think now I've seen the real side to him. I don't even think I've known the real Ryan ever.
She's just very, very sensitive. Too sensitive, like. I said about a holiday romance, it was a joke.
Banter?
Yeah. I've never meant anything maliciously. Like, she'll take the mick out of me, I'll take the mick out of her, just in a jokey way. I just can't get my head round this. You know what I mean? Like, 2 days ago you're saying that you felt safe. I make you laugh, you're honest. How can you change?
Within the matter of
a day and a half, not like a day and a half. Like, anything that I've done has never been malicious or anything like that. And obviously I think Shannon's come from previous exes, that stuff has happened. But I'm not that person, like, and I've said this to her. If she has had things in a previous relationship, that doesn't mean that's me.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
I'm shocked that Shannon didn't want to sort things out and we couldn't speak about it. But if that's the way Shannon feels, I think the best option is for us both to leave. Because I wouldn't want to be around someone that didn't feel comfortable in a relationship.
Now, when Sacha told Ross about what had happened between her and Alex, Ross did get angry, and you could see him getting angry, and he said he was going to confront Alex about it, and I believe Ross would do that. He seems like that kind of guy. He would protect his wife, and I think that's what Sacha wants. But I'm also a bit concerned that Sacha wants a lot. Because she also said to Ross, you could never put your arm around another woman, blah, blah, blah. And I get that, but at the same time, he had to say, look, I was just leaning in for the photo. And we did see him lean in for the photo, so...
Your point at the end of the day, but it was just a photo pushing, that was it, nothing major.
I'm just not comfortable with photos, with you, with other girls, like that.
Okay, that's no problem, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Ross is a big friendly giant. He loves to get all cuddly and lovely with everyone, but he's married now, so things have got to change. So I'm just setting my boundaries on what I find acceptable and what I don't. Obviously, Alex said to you that he was going to talk to me. He didn't talk to me, and we just got into a really, really heated argument. Really bad. Alex started to say that I wear fake jewellery and was basically saying that this was fake, and he's going to drive past me in Birmingham with his Range Rover because I don't have a car and say that I had no money and I wear fake stuff. Just stupid.
Sorry, but I'm actually feeling, honestly.
So
I sort of get the fuck away being like this, but I understand that. But go with it. I never would have been honest. I'm actually watching anything. I'm really angry at Alex, what he's been doing to Stasha. By no order, it's fucking disrespectful. Alex shouldn't be talking to girls like that at all, especially in my wife. Oh, I'm going to have a show about it tomorrow.
Yeah, it was an interesting episode. What did you make of it, guys? Let me know your thoughts and comments below, and we'll discuss. It was, yeah. I feel like they just tagged in that bit with Ryan and Shannon, almost like they shot it a few weeks later and then just edited it in because it looked rather clumsy. It was a bit strange, and I wonder what actually happened. Anyway, let's debate below, let's discuss. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Same place for me, but not you, because you're not going to be watching it in my house. No way!